Yo, what's good, YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh back at it with another video. Yo, I did a video yesterday. I called, and I titled it. I uploaded it. I titled it "Vitaly Klitschko takes full responsibility and blame for Vlad losing to Anthony Joshua." And basically, I summarized that what I read about. Vitaly Klitschko saying that, he feels he's to blame for the loss because he didn't tell, he was in the corner of Vladimir Klitschko. And when Vladimir Klitschko dropped Anthony Joshua with that 1-2 straight down the pipe and put him on the canvas, the man, Vladimir Klitschko, didn't go in for the kill. And Vitaly Klitschko blames himself for not telling his brother to go in for the kill. He actually advised his brother to basically outbox him, and he's gonna get tired in the later rounds, and that's when he can get him out of there, rather than trying to jump on him and going for the kill in that round 6. So that's the video I made, okay, yesterday. And a gentleman by the name of what's his name? His name is I Like to Read. I like to read. I like to think. He put a comment saying, and he's a good guy, man. I like to read. I like to think. To me, he's a old school fan, man. He's a guy who knows his boxing. You know what I mean? He's a guy who, from the conversations we've had here in the comment section, the man knows his boxing. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it anytime he leaves a comment, because, I even learn stuff from him. So check it out. He said, I actually had Vlad up a couple points before the 11th round. Both of these guys are vulnerable. Either one of these guys can get knocked out at any time. And I replied back to him, I also had Vlad up a couple points, but that was before he got TKO'd in the 11th round. But AJ was coming back and eventually TKO'd Vlad. The rematch could be just as exciting as the first fight. Cool. Fuck. All right. Then some gentleman by the name of Brit MK20. He came on and wrote a stanza, a paragraph, a whole thesis, man. But peep what he wrote, man. Just peep what he wrote. And y'all fellas got to tell me if I was right or if I was wrong for this. Peep. He said, both of you are clearly Wilder fans. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but all said and done, somebody's not taking the big fights, are they? We have certain heavyweights taking on the best and certain spoon-fed heavyweights clinging to their belt, talking all the talk with a padded 40-fight record with not one name on it. Had Joshua got to 40 fights in Wilder's resume, had Joshua got to 40 fights with Wilder's resume, everybody would be jumping on him. You Americans are the problem. While you refuse to jump on Wilder, he'll never step up to fight the best. Nobody's even talking about Wilder anymore outside of the U.S. Here's a more important fact for you. If either of these two fighters land flush on Wilder, which they would, he's getting sparked out. Take away his right hand and he's got nothing. All right, cool. He wrote a whole stanza, paragraph. It was basically... It was all for nothing, Nobody even... I did the video, and the video's 6 minutes, 39 seconds, and I didn't mention Deontay Wilder not once. I didn't mention the Bronze Bomber. So what is this guy talking about? Why he jump out and say, both of you are clearly Wilder fans? Talking to me and B Marsh, and I like to read, I like to think. Why he jump out the window and say that nut ass shit? And like I said, you could listen to the video. I didn't even mention Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? You check it. Then I wrote to him, long paragraph for nothing. Nobody mentioned anything about Wilder. He ain't replied back. And I just sat there and I just thought about it, man. This guy just basically is just out of line for that whole fucking paragraph. I got vexed and I said, who the fuck mentioned Wilder, dude? You gotta show me, because I didn't even mention Wilder. Why he gotta say, oh, you two are clearly Wilder fans, and wrote something that had nothing to do with the whole video. The video was about Vitaly Klitschko say he was the one to blame. You know, he feels he should take responsibility for Vladimir's loss because he didn't advise him to jump on him. You know what I mean? He thought Vitaly, AJ's body mass, you know, his muscles, and he'd wear down because of his muscle mass. You know what I mean? I didn't mention nothing about Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Then the dude wrote to me after I said, who the fuck mentioned Wilder? He said, your opinion no longer matters to me. Your original post putting both Klitschko and Joshua in a negative light sums you up, to be honest. You're a Wilder fan and you're fucking clueless. Enough said. You check it? 3 hours later, I wrote the dude, deuces. And then the dude wrote back, fraud holding Vitaly's belt hostage. Case closed. That's what this Brit MK2 did. And then I wrote, I'm glad you closed the case because I didn't even know there was a case going on. Nobody mentioned anything about Wilder. I said, it wasn't even worth a rebuttal. Deuces. Adios. Bye. Bye. Gone. Be gone. Then the dude wrote, this Brit MK, yet another weak comeback. You have no substance to your argument. Wilder didn't even win that fucking belt. He was gifted it on a silver platter. Excuse me. He was gifted it on a silver platter, and when he does finally step up, he's getting knocked the fuck out. And your channel will die right there. And then, sayonara, bitch. You check it, and mind you, I ain't mentioned nothing about Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean? And I ain't even go in on this guy. I just had to say, last but not least, I said, God damn, shut the fuck up, please. I said, I have no interest in debating or ever acknowledging your nut-ass points. Use your time to write a girl a love letter since you like to type so much. Then the dude Brit MK2 wrote pathetic. That was the final thing he wrote. Now, a question I want to ask y'all on YouTube, everybody listening to these boxing videos. Was I wrong for going in and just, you know, telling dude, like, I mean, not even acknowledging him and just basically telling him, gone? Like, what are you talking about? Was I wrong for that? You gotta tell me who was on the wrong, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing, man, and I peeped it a lot, you know, even from the fighters from England. They love to say, you Americans, and you've heard me talk about that in previous videos. You check it. I mean, these guys, you know, the British fans, you know, the great fan base, man. I watch all the boxing fights from England, you know what I'm saying, whenever I can. At least the ones that don't put me to sleep like them Frank Warren Box Nation cards. But, you know, they got a great fan base out there. But, you know, they win a few titles here and there now. And, you know, they basically think that they the king of the world, man. And that's the wrong attitude. And they basically want to shove it down Americans' throats, you know what I mean? You check it. Why he got to say you Americans, just like Billy Joe Saunders and a lot of you Americans, Errol Spence, you Americans. I said Errol Spence, excuse me, Kell Brook. You Americans think you're going to come over here and, like, dogs, like, you see, these the type of guys right here who trying to make it a thing between Wilder and it's a UK and US thing. You check it. I'm going to root for Wilder. Why wouldn't I? He's over here in the United States where I'm at. You can root for AJ too. But believe you me, I'm not going on British people's channels and talking about Deontay Wilder will knock AJ out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there talking about you Brits. Like, dogs, like, you need to get a life, man. Fellas like y'all, man, you guys are pathetic, man. Just like you said. You're actually referring to yourself, dogs. You Brit MK2. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just out of line for these comments. I didn't mention nothing about Deontay Wilder in the whole video. I ain't even paint Vladimir Klitschko or Anthony Joshua in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? You check it. If this guy's going by the comment from the first comments from between me and I like to read, you check it, where the man said, I actually had Vladimir up a couple points before 11th round. Both of these guys are vulnerable. Either one of these guys can get knocked out at any time. What's wrong with saying that? That's true. That's what happened in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened in the first fight. You check it. So, you know, some of you fans, like, guys, man, you guys need to get a life, man. Get some punani in your life, dogs. You guys are angry at the world. Like, man, you know, you need to go relieve some stress, man. You check it, like, don't come on my channel writing this nut-ass shit. And I've never seen this Brit MK2 ever in my life write a comment on any of my channels. Or, I'm sorry, any of my videos. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was funny to me. But I wasn't going to go back and forth with dude. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? All he had to do was show me where I mentioned anything about Deontay Wilder. What made you say that you guys are clearly Deontay Wilder fans? Well, you're clearly an AJ fucking nut hugger, man. It's apparent, dogs. You know what I'm saying? You check it, you on the man's dick, man, and that's fucking crazy, man. I don't know how old you are, man, but you need to grow up, dogs. Don't come on my channel talking some nut ass shit, cause I'ma fry your ass. Easy. And I ain't even gonna talk no boxing with you, cause you ain't worth it. I talk boxing all day, every day with fellas like Mr. Doc in the comments section, or I like to read, and the gentleman I like to read, I like to think, or a whole plethora of other people, even fellas who have channels, you know what I'm saying, like the man Outta, you know what I mean, or just mad fellas, you know, but you, I'm not going to talk no boxing with you, you know what I mean, I'm going to act like I'm dumb, deaf, and blind when you mention anything about boxing. I'll be like, yep, you got it, you know everything, yeah, because you ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? But put some money up and I'll fry you in any fucking boxing debate. I ain't going to do it for free with you, kid. I'm going to do it for some papes. And I'm going to fry your ass. You want to put it up, man? I got a PayPal account. bmarch333@gmail.com. That's my PayPal account. You want to do something? Let's do it, man. We can debate boxing, but I ain't going to do it for free. Especially with a nut-ass dude in the comment section. You know what I mean? I do it for free with fellas who got channels. You know what I'm saying? But you... Fuck no. That ain't happening, man. We gonna have to do it for some money. Put your money up. Especially on some AJ versus Deontay Wilder. I'll still fry you on that in that debate. Even though the man Anthony Joshua has a bigger victory than Deontay Wilder has on his whole resume. But I'll still beat you in that debate. B-March Boxing, I'm out, man. Leave your comments and thoughts and comments. And on the real, let me know in the comment section if I was wrong. Was I out of line, or was dude wrong? Was he out of line? Y'all let me know. I'm out. Peace.